Hello, this is Shaylee, and welcome to this week's practice of Yoga Nidra. Maybe just taking a moment to really land in this space, even acknowledging yourself for showing up. It's often the hardest part. Perhaps as you adjust yourself, getting comfortable in your Yoga Nidra nest, maybe you ask yourself if you could be just a little bit more comfortable. What would that look like? What would you need to do? Allowing yourself to make any adjustments that you need to bring that sense of ease and comfort to your body. As your body becomes more easeful, more restful, then naturally so will your mind. It's also a good opportunity to listen to what your body needs and then to act on it, because you too deserve care. And perhaps taking a deep breath in and out. As you slowly soften into your space, perhaps inviting sounds into your awareness. And as you do that, taking another breath in together. A deep breath and a slow, controlled exhale. Still natural, still comfortable. It's easily controlled. One more breath together now. And just beginning to notice your body and the space it takes up where you are. Allowing yourself to fully arrive from where you've been. Allowing your to-do list to briefly sit at the door. You can pick it up again on your way out. And perhaps noticing all the places in your body that connect to to the surface beneath it. And noticing all the spaces in between that don't make connection. And just knowing that you will receive various messengers in this practice in the way of thoughts, or feelings, beliefs, sensations, emotions. And I invite you just to approach them like a curious explorer, just allowing them to be there without fear or judgment. And then perhaps today you place a hand on your heart if that feels comfortable for you. How does your heart feel today? What does it need? Is there something that life is calling from you as your unique contribution to the world? Or something that your heart wishes to manifest more than anything else in this lifetime? Your heart's mission. And if there's something there, feel it alive in you now, as if it is already so. Perhaps making an intention to carry that with you and see how it manifests in your daily life. And then if it feels right for you, we might begin to create a space, a safe refuge. So this is a space that we each create within ourselves. This is a space where you know that there is nothing to prove, there's nothing to protect, and you feel that felt sense of ease and well-being, even love. And if you don't know what those things feel like, or if you haven't experienced them, perhaps you could imagine what those would be like. So this space could be real, or it could be completely made up. It could be based on a memory, someone you love, something you love to do. And if you have a space there, can you really bring it to life? Filling it with sounds and colors. looking left and right as you do this. And maybe you're there by yourself, just enjoying the space. Or maybe there's someone with you. Maybe someone that makes you feel valued and safe. Whether that's a person or an animal or something else. And then as you're there, the invitation is to really lean into the support of that place. To feel it in your body and the way of sensation, if you can find that. How does it feel in your body when you're in that space? How do you feel? How do you know you feel that way? And then perhaps you can stay with that sensation in your body as you allow that imagery to float away, knowing that you can return to it again at any time during this practice or in your life, should you need it. And then as you're noticing that sensation in your body, or sitting with that sensation, perhaps you begin to notice the sensation of your breath, noticing its natural rhythm, the current of your breath, the way that it flows like the water as you inhale and exhale. And perhaps as you're noticing your breath here, you might begin to just linger slightly on your out breath. So not forcing or pushing out the out breath, but just allowing it to exhale and linger for a count or two longer. And allowing your exhale to be longer in this way helps to tell your body that it's in a safe place and that this is an okay time to rest, and that it doesn't need to be ready to fight or flee at this moment. It just allows your rest system to come on board and your body to get that message. And maybe while you're doing this with your lingering exhale for a count of two longer than your inhale, you might notice other things happening in your body, perhaps even spontaneously. Maybe you hear things like your tummy rumbling, or you notice your shoulders soften. Or maybe you notice a bit of space happening between your upper and lower jaw. And these are all indications that your body is resting. And in your own time, you might release that practice and go back to the current of your natural breathing rhythm. And then perhaps you notice yourself like a feather or a leaf floating on the ocean, or even a drop of the ocean itself. And perhaps you notice that and how that feels to float there in your current, in your breath, at your pace. As we begin to rotate attention throughout your body, maybe you notice yourself floating to each of these areas, flowing, connecting with them. Maybe just bringing awareness to the fact that they're there. Or perhaps noticing sensation in these areas. Or even inviting conscious rest to each space. Whatever feels most helpful or supportive for you in this moment. As we begin with the crown of your head, the back of your head, the whole of your scalp, all the way through, the whole of your forehead, both temples, both eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows, your left eye, left eyelid, your right eye and right eyelid, your left cheek and right cheek, your right ear and left ear, the spaces in between, the spaces inside both ears, behind your right ear, behind your left ear, the center of your head, inside your left nostril, inside your right nostril, the tip of your nose, the whole of your nose, your upper lip and lower lip, your upper gums and lower gums, your top teeth, and your bottom teeth, the floor of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, inside of both your cheeks, your jaw, the front of your neck, and back of your neck, your collarbones, left and right, and the space between your collarbone, the top of your shoulders, left and right, along the outer sides of your upper arms, right and left, the tips of both elbows, the outer sides of your forearm on the right and left, the backs of both wrists, the tips of all your fingers and the tips of both thumbs, and the spaces in between all of your fingers, the palms of both hands, your inner wrists left and right, your inner forearms right and left, your inner elbows left and right, your left armpit and your right armpit, your left ribs and the spaces between your left ribs, your right ribs and the spaces between your right ribs, your left shoulder blade and right shoulder blade, and the space between your two shoulder blades, the front of your chest, right side of your belly, left side of your belly, the whole of your belly, your belly button, your spine sitting behind the belly, your lower back, your left hip and right hip, your pelvis, the top of your left thigh, top of your right thigh, the back of your right thigh, the back of your left thigh, the back of your knee, the back of your right knee, the top of your right knee, the top of your left knee, your left shin, and right shin, and right calf, and left calf, left ankle, right ankle, top of your right foot, sole of your left foot, your big toes, right and left, your second toes, left and right, your third toes, right and left, your fourth toes, left and right, both little toes, right and left, the tips of all of your toes, and the spaces in between the toes on both feet. The whole right side of your body, and the whole left side of your body, both sides of your body at the same time, the whole of your body, aware, nourished and rested in sensation, all of these parts of your body resting now, and the whole of your body is resting. And how would it be to welcome the parts of the whole to rest together at the same time? And now, in this moment, are there parts of this resting body that are sleeping? And is this mind, your mind, perhaps still alert and attentive, maybe even watching your body sleep, rest? This paradox of opposing opposites in all of our life. And how about being aware of being asleep or awake, alert but resting, or both together? And how would it feel, or how does it feel, to be alert and resting at the same time? And how about being alert and restful at the same time, simultaneously awake and sleeping, as you do in Yoga Nidra? However you're feeling in this moment, can you let yourself be just as you are, just for now? And then you might begin to rest back into that river-like nature of your breath as it naturally comes and goes at its own rhythm. And then perhaps you bring back into your awareness the space you created at the start of this practice, your refuge. Maybe you bring that back to life. And again, really allow yourself to lean into the support of that space, or of that love, or that feeling. And again, noticing what that feels like to lean into that support. And can you take that with you today for the rest of your day? Whatever it is you have to do, be, achieve, tick off. Can you consciously take this space of refuge and support with you? And just notice what happens when you do that. And you might begin to notice the space that your body takes up, the shape your body takes in the space that you're in. as we begin to slowly awaken from your Yoga Nidra nap. And take all the time you need to gently bring yourself back. Perhaps inviting sounds into your environment again, or noticing where you connect to the space beneath you. Or perhaps, if you prefer, a bit of movement, gentle, soft movement that you can do while you're lying down, can take you through a very short practice. And this is purely invitational. Maybe tucking your chin down to your chest and lifting your chin up and perhaps yawning. And turning your head one side and then the other. And again, if you can, yawning on the turns. And perhaps dropping your right ear down to your right shoulder, bringing it back to center. And then dropping your left ear down to your left shoulder, bringing it back to center. Squeezing both shoulders tightly up to your ears and then dropping them down away from your ears. And straightening, bending both arms. And then reaching both arms up above your head, maybe interlocking your fingers. Stretching gently from side to side. Maybe crossing your arms around your chest and hugging yourself tight. And then stretching your arms out wide. Change the cross and repeat the hug again. Maybe bending both your knees, pressing the soles of your feet into the surface beneath. And then maybe even hugging your knees into your belly or towards your belly, and then stretching out your legs again, pushing out into your heels. And maybe hugging your knees in towards your belly again, and rocking side to side. And then curling and stretching your toes. I thank you for practicing with me today. I hope to practice with you again soon. If you do enjoy these practices, please feel welcome to like the video or subscribe to the channel. I typically upload a new practice every Saturday, New Zealand time. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below. Thank you again for practicing with me, and sending you all of my love as you go through the rest of your day. This has been Shaylee. Namaste.